Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Grime Gameplays Disco Elysium. Episode I don't remember. As always, behind the controller, it's me, Nutchucks, and my bruter.
The purveyor and supporter of traditionalist, nationalist values, Browbeat.
Indeed.
As we stand in the crater of a revolution that happened 43 years ago, looking at two haggard old men who've known each other for 80 years, and speaking to them, we realize, you know what? Fucking women. Are we right? We're right. So, Chucks, it is 4:30 p.m. on the Tuesday of your investigation. I would encourage you to go wander up to the roundabout in the northeast, and possibly to speak to some lorry drivers you don't feel very comfortable speaking to.
Alright, well, let's go that way then.
You're passing by one.
Am I?
Tommy.
Oh, there he is. I didn't see him in the, he blends in very well.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
If you want to open this one up, you got to pump your empathy, and that would cost you a skill point, but it's worthwhile. So that's option one. The other would be to go speak to the man you dislike, and yet it's totally worthwhile also.
Talking about the,
The racist lorry driver.
yeah, thank you. Talk to him, damn it.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
If it's not you, then who's running drugs to Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Wait, the street vendor south of here? That guy's a lorry driver?
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
Yeah, man.
His
Yeah.
tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right. 100%.
He nods in a sagely manner. Then, another puff of the cigarette.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Yes, we need to pay Sealang a visit then.
Guess so.
He grins, contented with himself. I know, legally speaking, there's a concept known as fruit of the poison tree.
Yep.
But what do you think, Chucks? I mean, yeah, the guy's not pleasant to talk to, but he did clue you into some useful information.
He did, potentially, and that wouldn't be under the fruits of the poisonous tree argument.
Did you finish your advanced race theory thought?
I
Thought you did.
Yeah, I think I did.
There it is. We should go talk to our race mentor.
Oh, Motorhead?
Yes, Lemmy.
Machine Head?
Very close. Think phrenology.
Dear God, what the hell is his name?
Measurehead. Jean-Luc Measurehead.
Oh, close enough. You know, at least I stuck with music both times.
You did.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
Let's go over that funky race classification again.
I think I know what the race enigma is.
Let's talk about the Hardy Boys.
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
He looks towards the coast defiantly. But you're all part of the union?
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Simmons.
Oh, so you're actually broke.
Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
We gotta go 5, I guess.
Yeah?
And
Okay, got some options. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Okay. It's shit. I just wanted to get into the harbor.
Paradoxically, you plan on supersede the. Fuck it, you read that one. I'm gonna keep fucking that one up for some reason.
Paradoxically, you plan to supersede the Occidentals with their own race theory.
Alright, I got the next two. This racecraft is what rich people want us to do while they get all the money. It's just something you shock people with. Liberal and progressives people.
It's whatever you want it to be. It's a free association language exercise. Degenerate, race, hero.
It's about you being conflicted about your Kojaka? Girlfriend, isn't it? Koika, that's right, Koika.
I don't know about the rest, but it's clear I should stop thinking about ancient Ilmaran mind poison Al Ghul.
This dump is ready to be superseded by the Aeropagites? Areopagite. Superstate. I could serve as a clerk in your administration. Maybe you need a cop.
So, Chucks, strictly speaking, this is a test. You can answer whatever you want, but clearly there's one answer he would find most preferable to others.
I'm assuming it's 8.
He talks about hero races. Do you think being supplicant to him is going to be
No.
something he will hear?
Seven. I'm saying 7.
You're saying 7?
Yeah, I'm thinking 7.
Because, think it through. Explain why. Why 7?
Well, one, I don't remember much what he talked about originally because that was many episodes ago. Should probably play this more often. My bad.
Well, it's a long game, but it's a good one, and it's aggressively dense. You want 7? Pick 7, because ultimately we already got into the harbor, so this is purely a thought exercise. And if you believe the detective believes, or came to the conclusion that thinking about various races, he should quit drinking, then that's the conclusion he got.
Let's go with it.
Fascinating. The Revacholian degenerate shows signs of racial self-reflection. How did you accomplish this little feat?
I sobered up for 5 minutes.
I imagined the pinic face of the desert pygmy laughing at me, crooked teeth grinning. Excuse me.
I imagined a woman laughing at me beneath her pity, terrible and beautiful.
It's always been 100% clear to me that the answer to the race enigma is I should stop drinking. I feel 2.
You feel too? Okay.
Yeah.
So it would seem, Revachol. On one hand, this pathetic self-therapy has little to do with the great mystery of living organisms, the race enigma. And, of course, you will not be able to free yourself from the yoke of rule. It is too late. It may be lethal to stop at this point, but still.
He pauses in heroic doubt.
Your willpower fires up, directing you to speak.
If
Volition!
the Revacholian degenerate is capable of critical thought, he may prove a race adversary yet. Was I mistaken to share the esoteric science with him?
Jean, baby, you did the heroic thing.
I will stop drinking.
You're right. Who am I kidding? Without party time, great reality is devoid of reason. I'm going 1.
That is not possible. The game of Shahmat you play against the rule streaks is unwinnable. The days, the weeks, the months will wear you out. The Occidental haplogroup is incapable of long-term lucid thoughts.
I'll take a quick sidebar to say Shachmat is what chess is called in Russia, and other countries as well.
Oh, okay.
It's a check and mate, so that's how we know it. You're wrong. I'll do it. I'm quitting.
We're going 2. Because we already read 3.
You will not. You cannot withstand the wasteland of reality.
It's super hard, Jean. My mom couldn't do it either.
The woman looks at her fingernails.
Let's go, officer. Let's go do some work.
He puts a hand on your shoulder. Chucks, congratulations. We need that thought.
Ew.
It has been brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic, and that it's a sickness, and it's killing you. You're crawling on your knees through life, your booze-filled belly dragging on the ground, your brain now fuzzy, now in overdrive, your hair sticking together with today's cold sweat and yesterday's vomit. Perhaps they're right. Anything is better than this, even bone-dry reality itself. Maybe you can quit. -2 physical instrument, insomnia, 20 hours. It's your choice whether you want to throw out advanced race theory, depending on what it does for you, or coach physical instrument, which does nothing for you.
Yeah, we're going to forget that one because it's done nothing.
Okay. Toss it. Because the wasteland of reality, believe it or not, is a rare thought. And guess what? You would not have had a chance to acquire it had you been indulging in your various tools.
Alright. Let's...
You've resolved that note. Your race mentor is reasonably satisfied with you. He doesn't believe in you, but he appreciates that you showed the possibility of something better. We gotta go see Silang. Do you remember Silang?
I do remember C. Lang and how he looks. He tried giving us those cheap sunglasses.
Then why are you going the wrong way?
That's right. It's over here, isn't it?
You can cross over the platform, but yes, he's up the other thoroughfare.
That's right.
Looking cool, officer! You really, really, really didn't want to tell that fact to the racist lorry driver, saying, nah, a police investigator wouldn't share that. And you're right. Under normal circumstances, you are right. But as you learn as a detective, and more about this game, you get less uptight about what you keep to yourself. Because your weird methods work.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
So, Sealing, what's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
For a moment, he's unsure how to respond.
Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
He kisses his fingers. I'm super into drugs.
I actually don't like drugs.
Proceed. We're looking for a lorry driver who is transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam. Pick 1 or 2.
I'm going with 1. Oh, wait, no. Let's go 1, because we may give it up then.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
Now pick 2.
That's cool. Especially after you already said you're into them. All the coolest detectives in the movies do drugs. And are very conflicted about it. Still, no drugs here.
If you would have picked a different order, would have been a similar acknowledgement of both.
Gotcha.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
He is a fat racist, but he is not wrong about you.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
He spreads his arms. So you, what, forgot to tell me?
So you were, oh wow, I skipped a word there. So you were embarrassed to tell me?
Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor?
Ling, my source tells me you're the one transporting drugs for the Union.
Detective?
Going one.
Exactly! It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity.
We're going one again.
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd! You know, the drug crowd.
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Who are you afraid of, Sealang?
You're wasting my time. Tell me who the fuck is transporting the drugs here?
Okay. If you don't know, then I'll tell your employer you've been selling his stuff.
Between 1 and 3.
Well, 1 might not advance things, but it gives you clarity. 3 is pretty direct, and it hits him where he lives.
Yeah, let's go 3.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss.
Okay,
Ooh.
look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
That's A, fucking crushing, and B, just a year over both Neha and Gart. It's not a fair society.
No.
The vendor looks around, then lowers his voice. If you don't want to get into this mess, you have to give us a reason to move on.
We're buddies, Ling. Help us out. No one will know it was you. Well, let's go 2, see if he does it.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
He shakes his head. Who are these other drivers that talk?
Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Point to the pale driver. Dazed out, strange.
Okay, we're cool now.
Go 1.
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
We're going to be cool, long as there's no vermin.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
Nah, man, I stay out of that shit. I just peddle humanitarian supplies.
She was strange.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
The situation deepens.
Indeed.
I guess we got some more secondary questions to ask to the other lorry drivers.
Yeah.
Just going through the snow in a mesh tank top.
The most fun you can have.
Not talking to Tommy?
Oh, damn it, Tommy. He blends in so well, damn it.
Hey, so
Still
pale.
here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
She shifts around, suddenly uncomfortable, then looks away. Why, do you know something? What is it?
I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. She may be involved with the drug business.
Okay, let's change the subject then.
I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
He bites his lip. I asked you who's conducting the drug trade. You said you didn't know. Now you're saying you do.
Who is this person? What's her name?
Who is she to you?
What does she look like?
When did she leave?
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
He still is. Hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part, not trickery.
Detective?
We gotta go. Who is this person?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the Lady Driver. She kept her name a secret. From me, too. Now I see why.
What does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
He answers reluctantly.
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
Believe us. It really is.
You said she's troubled. How?
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
It's not snitching. It's just a few questions.
Come on, man. Life is just a joke.
I was told everyone is afraid of her. You're not?
Let's go on.
It's snitching, man. I know what it is. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Hold on, her mind?
When she left, did she leave her lorry behind? That one's a good one, but I want to
The
get...
way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
The pain it was causing her.
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation too. It's important. I can't blow it.
She's a suspect, and I need you to tell me where she is, or I can't finish this investigation.
Fine. I will drop the matter for now. Find another way. What you thinking?
I'm thinking one. Like, try to convince him, but I don't want to force him either.
No harm in asking. Or trying to empathize.
Yeah.
You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man.
I wouldn't be so sure, Tommy. Imagine it. An explosion of stars. Goodbye world of men, money, and machines.
Your call, detective.
I'll leave it for now.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, friend.
Yeah, I changed my mind.
Wow.
Fucking narc on
This
her.
makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
Alright, we'll come back later to him.
I see. You can quit smoking, but if life gets stressful, you're going to be right back.
Let's talk to the racist.
Raciste.
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I know you've been giving me the runaround. Fess up, where's the lady driver?
I don't know what you're talking about.
First, you knew Sealang didn't do it.
Then why are you smirking?
Just tell me which one's her lorry!
Oh, alright then. Let's go on.
He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful for the tip.
He grins, a wide smile.
He's been expecting this. He's really puffed himself up.
Let's go too.
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
Who does? You?
So who does? The lady driver?
Actually, we do.
Just tell me who the goddamn lady driver is. I'm gonna fuck with him. Let's go 3.
No. He means La Puta Madre.
The name resounds like a bell in the air, a dark gong. You get a bad feeling about it. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Yeah, him.
For a moment, the lorryman is silent. Then he spits out spits on the pavement. Cross your arms and nod.
Who's La Puta?
What are you doing, Kim? Let me handle it.
I'm gonna cross my arms and nod and let Kim handle it.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
He says,
Just
unsure of where this is going.
He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
He gets closer to him. Say nothing.
Wait, are we? We're gonna say nothing. Let Kim handle this.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
His eyes dart between you and the lieutenant.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
The lieutenant points to the yard.
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends.
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
Half-light, formidable. Make him tell you what he knows. He did give a minus for go fuck yourself, because you were felt indignant and self-righteous.
I did.
But
Let's try it.
The main
Wow,
thing
wow.
is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
the jig's up. I've got the goods on you.
Why don't you and me step outside for a little talk?
Look, I'm sorry. Can you just tell me what you know?
I feel like 1.
Let's try.
Oh yeah? And what goods are those?
He snarls. Your racism?
You know, your goods. Wow, that didn't end up where I wanted it to.
Yeah.
Fuck. Both of them are so bad.
Yeah, they are.
What is there to talk about? It's a racist world. I didn't make it that way, and neither did you. And you're a racist too.
Let's just go and ask Tommy, alright? We are wasting our time here.
Damn,
Ha! You fucked up.
I did.
Do you wanna take a little tootski to get your blues back up?
Oh yeah.
You got plenty to spare. But maybe the pale driver will have some insight. After all, you know what's up with her. maybe you can navigate the memories of the past to glimpse exactly what took place in this here roundabout.
The woman looks at nothing, her eyes closed and her lips moving.
Snap, snap.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
All right. Are you the lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
Well, aren't you a lady?
I was told a woman driver. You're the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
So, you're not the driver everyone's terrified of.
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Why are you scary to the people who used to know you?
You said a long haul. That's
Then who is the female driver I was told of?
all I need to know. Thanks. Conclude.
Because
Let's
they
find
can
out.
no longer recognize the person I once was.
Fair enough.
The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just...
She hums along, as if to track on repeat.
In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
You feel very cold suddenly, as if standing face to face with a terrifying adversary. Then the feeling dissipates, and all you see is an aging woman.
Funny, she called you the adversary.
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Oh, alright.
Oh, Sim.
The woman stares at you, her mind elsewhere now, on other matters.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches, like a sleep kick.
Well, so you've got an option. You can pump your half-light, or you can fuck with Tommy.
Is it half-light that I gotta pump up?
Well, you can mouse over the check when talking to the racist lorry driver, just to confirm it. And you can also, before you do that, well, you'll need it to unlock it, but you can check your equipment and clothes to see if anything else helps.
Let's do that real quick before we start running.
That is, of course, unless you don't care about finishing cases.
I do. I do care.
Check your clothes. I think your hobo gloves actually might work.
No, it's
Nope.
electrochemistry.
Oh, what about the fallen gloves, the athletic ones? There's some.
Oh, Half-life +1. Half-life -1. Damn it. Physical instrument.
Button-ups are not gonna raise half-light, I promise you.
Oh, that gives me +1 shivers and esprit de corps.
I mean, it's a good coat to wear, but if you're looking for if you're going for an aesthetic look, then you can keep it off. It doesn't help your numbers, but it helps the way you appear.
Let's. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh, damn it. Close.
But just initiate a conversation with a lorry driver and then mouse over the locked check. Ooh.
That felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. You should tell people to fuck off more often. No, you shouldn't. You're an officer of the law.
Kim, I think I should tell people to fuck off more often. It felt pretty good.
Fuck yeah, motherfuckers!
There you go. It's not really my style.
Not as a general rule, but that one was justified. Better to get the lay of the land before telling people to fuck off.
That means you should do it whenever you feel like someone's disrespecting your authority.
I like the way that gets interpreted.
That's the spirit.
Your endurance went up by swearing.
Never forget. The whole world's a wooden house, and you're a goddamn flamethrower.
Wise lessons, Chucks. Maybe that unlocked the check, actually. No, not quite. But yeah, it's half-light.
Fuck off again?
So this is one of those times when I re-invoke the importance of having points in the tank, in case those clutch moments come up.
Do I need to put another one in, or am I good?
No. Well, each time you raise it by a permanent point, it gets unlocked. You didn't actually raise it.
Oh, I didn't? Well, yeah, I did.
Or you did? Well, that's interesting. No. Leave the conversation. Revert. Not talk to them?
Looking for something?
Okay, good.
Come to
Oof.
tell me to fuck off again?
Didn't want no bugs.
Men like this only respect two things: strength and fear.
Show me her lorry right fucking now! The lady driver's lorry, where is it?
Fuck you, I told you. I'm not gonna...
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
I'm gonna fuck you for the rest of my life! Do you understand?
I've been to your fucking lorry. I know where it is. Point to it. I'm gonna burn it down. You hear me?
What's your name, fuckhead? I'm gonna go to the police radio saying this guy told Moderator to fuck off!
Ooh. All of them are good.
They're all pretty good. Very Half-Light.
Yeah, let's go 2. I'm thinking 2. Oh no.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Now it's not a big deal for him anymore. This is how he saves face.
Where exactly is her lorry?
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now leave me the fuck alone, okay?
He waves south.
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
He turns
Looks
to you.
like he got his adrenaline up, too.
Ooh. Well, look at that. A judicious use of authority and force. Where are you going?
South.
Nope. Better cut across. Now you can go a little bit south.
Oh, there we
Hey! That's interactable now.
This green found, A to Z, contemporary, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
Hold on. This truck is also manufactured by Falm. So try to find some hybrid version of Ford and Adidas, or Chevrolet and Nike. That's what's happening here.
Ah.
Multi-brand manufacturing.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
The lieutenant peeks inside. Try to peek in the window.
Try the door handle.
How are we going to get this open, Kim?
Let's try the door
The
handle.
door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced. The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of a seat and two steering levers. It feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence. Inside it's private, cozy, warm, dusty too.
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Really?
Good idea.
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
Well, now we get to see what else raises our physical instrument. But challenging. Smash the window.
Let's see if we can... Oh, wrong thing. We can't.
Yeah, leave the conversation.
Oh, yeah, leave the conversation tip. Physical instrument.
We'll get the tank top. Hang on, Kim. I gotta change real quick. Nope.
Nope.
That's the best it's gonna get for us.
This green found, A to Z, contemporary.
And by the way,
is parked
look at that
in the
bonus.
Pry by.
Ah!
You take
But
a hard swing
your
at
police
the
die
window.
helped you.
A loud thunk rings out and the pry bar bounces back, leaving a tiny spider web on the glass.
The window appears to be shatterproof.
I'm sorry, it didn't happen.
Really? Hit it again.
Another futile thunk sounds in the brisk coastal air.
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
The lieutenant takes the pry bar from you and gestures for you to step back. Then, with a short warning,
He smashes it into the window. Droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement. You can just reach in now.
nice.
Just open the door from the inside.
It went better than I expected. Open it from the inside.
He nods and gives you the tool back. But Chucks, you failed.
Elysium welcomes you.
I did.
The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Admire the posters.
Examine the radio.
Check the pedals.
Pull out the pull-out toolbox. Let's pull out the pull-out toolbox. See what's in there.
The metal door slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Unfold the newspaper.
Push in the pull-out toolbox.
It's an issue of Petit Ferique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Pick up the note.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache.
I guess that could have hurt.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
His thought trails off.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Radio, posters, a trace of motor oil smell under all the cigarettes. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
The lieutenant leans closer to the radio and hums. Why would anyone need so many radio stations?
Is there anything we can do with the radio?
What else is there?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation, with quite a range too.
I see.
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key.
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes, some dead actresses, and a rusty old toolbox under the seat.
Oh, the writing.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat.
Study the centerfold.
Enough of the posters. Study the
The
centerfold.
actress is draped in a sheathed dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. A feeling of tenderness washes over you. A longing even, perhaps. And gentle tragedy. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly. The actresses and the rare actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver.
Why aren't those in the toolbox?
But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Why would anyone glue a piece of sandpaper to the gas pedal?
Look around the cabin again, excuse me.
Sandpaper? A novel technique. Must be to offer some extra grip to the driver's foot.
Back it up.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a pull-out toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Guess that's it.
Close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce? All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Ken?
I don't think there's anything to discuss.
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station. A worrying prospect.
Yeah, AT&T, what's up with that? What about the movie posters? How do they factor into all this?
How do you think this is connected to the Union?
Will the RCM open an investigation into this?
We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I doubt that Evrard Clare would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose. My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road.
Posters must
We should
matter,
return
man.
to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
He stops to think. What are you
The fact
thinking?
that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
A lot of women there, especially for a lady driver's cabin.
Maybe the trader is some sort of cinephile.
Could the film industry be involved?
Yes, well,
He doesn't say any more.
Unimportant.
debrief over. After you.
Hot damn! Does Tommy have anything to say? Now that he doesn't have to betray, necessarily. Or maybe he does. Fucking makeup. No, you don't have to.
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
The racist told us where her cabin is. You might have heard us from here. We only searched it.
No trouble. She's going to be fine.
There's going to be an investigation.
Sorry, man. I can't disclose facts of an official investigation to you. Feel like I should lie to him.
Whatever you feel is right, Detective.
Oh man, that's like a load off my mind. All that stress was messing up my rhymes.
What's the plan with those rhymes anyway?
Alright, I had another question, actually.
Good luck, gotta run.
Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
Why Tommy Lehom?
Let's find out.
Tommy Lam was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
It's more him. The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Oh, we gotta see if we can boost our conceptualization.
Let's find out.
Hit him with your best verse. I don't think we're wearing a whole lot. Oh, there's something, yeah.
Well, that one does the same thing, but it doesn't take it.
No, it's a jacket, not a shirt. That actually stacks.
Oh, hot damn.
Hot damn. Well, it's worth a swing. Unless you want to start smoking immediately,
Now
because,
it's
you
turning
know,
into
smokes.
a kind of a snow limbo.
And again, check it out.
What's on
What's
your
the plus
mind?
one say?
Ah,
That goes
because
into red dye.
yeah, red dye. Hot damn, look at
You
that.
don't fucking know.
Let's roll.
Wait,
Aho!
there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like,
A mirror's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray.
Whoa. What else?
He leans in, his eyes bright with attention. It is a chalice held out to you in silent communion.
Silent communion. That's good.
He's transfixed by the words. Where gaspingly you partake of a shifting identity never your own.
Dang. That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
He grunts, unable to suppress his reaction.
did you?
I don't really know.
I think that may have been an actual poet, and I've learned it by heart.
I'm just a vessel for the muse.
Think the words are mine, yes. Let's lie to him.
Fucking hey. Seems I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibilities these days. It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here, so you don't really get it.
It makes it all the easier to bear if the words are pretty.
Hey man, cops are human too.
I get you. When they really click, it makes the world seem manageable. Good to be on the same page.
He gives you a thumbs up.
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
Now break him.
If I only could.
I'm kidding, it's unnecessary. You got a thought.
Some kind of superstar.
Oh.
They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or prime ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one.
How's that feel? I mean, a cop can dream, can he?
Yeah, you can always dream being a cop. I mean, I guess it makes it feel like reading everything. It makes me feel like it's making him seem more self-centered.
Well, look at the effects. Look at how they spell out what's happening.
Oh yeah, no, it says visual calculus raised to 6, suggestion raised to 6, electrochemistry raised to 6, composure raised to 6.
Yeah, you gotta do the drugs to strike a cool pose, assess the scene, and say, hey, I think I know what happened. But logic does take a hit, because the fuck is happening here?
What the fuck is happening here?
So, just to point out that a thought like this retained in your repertoire is mostly useful for breaking skill caps and then gaining skill points beyond the limitation of your existing stats. So, if you don't plan on doing that, you could toss this thought away because it doesn't help you as much, but the idea of you assuming the cool daddy persona and possibly raising those skills up higher is the appeal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Tommy help you unlock your residual superstar personality. Now we gotta go talk to Joyce. wearing whatever you feel we should.
Oh wait, oh yeah. What does that give me?
Actually, do me a solid. Throw on the tarpaulin cloak.
Which one is
Or
it?
your disc blazer, whichever one.
We get our, what one do we have on?
The Sarah Merizian lounge jacket.
Alright, so we have... Let's go ass blazer. There you go. You wanted that
Yeah.
one, you said, right?
That or the RCM patrol cloak, whichever one.
Oh, no, that one's better.
Mm-hmm. Talk to Kim if you get a chance.
I do have a chance.
Yes?
Oh, well, that's one thing for later. Well, there's other logic I guess you haven't talked to him very much. Damn, Chucks.
No.
Do you want to try the logic thing, or do you want to ask about the other stuff? I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna go with that one. Let's go for it.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I really don't remember anything. There was drinking involved.
Okay, forget it.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
What's wrong with personal affairs?
So what should I concentrate on?
I'm afraid this is a medical situation. Move on.
Fine, let it be.
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
Let's go with one.
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
You don't get a whole lot of encyclopedia, but it's usually handy.
Alright, fine, we'll let it be.
You're not gonna pursue the conversation further?
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
Okay then.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
Hey, we just got a new task. I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
Come on, Lieutenant, open up a little.
You're right. What's there to know about a lame Binoclard?
If you insist. What do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses.
You don't look like other people around here.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
Do you ever talk with yourself?
That's all.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
Okay then.
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Okay, I guess it's not interesting then.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
He seems almost proud of these things.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
No.
The lieutenant narrows a single eyebrow. Ask again.
Oh, okay.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you.
What's happening to me?
Give up. There's nothing you can do.
Something the matter, detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall.
So what can I do about it?
Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it.
Silently scream for help.
Accept your thraldom.
If the lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak. Fortunately, he is a committed officer of the RCM. He'll only use his powers for the good of the investigation. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
And you thought this would be a boring conversation.
Well, I thought it'd be pretty good.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Legendary. Just observing.
No, I don't. Glasses are cool, I guess.
I guess you don't need glasses, then. What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
I get it. You're one of those old school detectives. Nod respectively.
So how do you, you know, tap the side of your head?
So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
We're going 3.
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place.
You learned something.
All have our different mediums. His is written. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
Damn right.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Ask him about following? Yeah.
Do it.
Well, you could probably boost your logic with your apparel, so in a second.
Excuse me?
What if I want to work this case alone?
Beat it. You're cramping my style.
Nothing, just an observation.
Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. You've misplaced your badge. I cannot let you act in the name of the RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties.
Oh, so you're an unaccountable wreck who has to be supervised. You don't have to take this display of authority. You can disobey.
I know what the RCM is.
You don't need to supervise me, Kim.
But what if I need some me time?
Let's go with 3.
Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself.
Okay, I'll leave the self-care for non-work hours.
Sounds good.
Please do. We wouldn't want your regiment to spill over into the investigation.
Alright, so try to bump up logic.
Try to see what you possess that might increase logic.
Well, that's +1. There's another +1. Nope, that's -1 rhetoric.
Alright, best you can do.
Alright, let's see what happens.
Yes?
Let's go for it.
Look at you.
No!
It's because you're a failure. They
Fuck!
sent you to Slight, Precinct 57.
What? No, that can't be right.
Yeah, that makes more sense than the other stuff I thought of. I feel 2.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
You have to be right so loud? Kim, what if my precinct sent me in this case because I'm a fuck-up? Like, as a joke?
Keep it to yourself. Going one.
I've considered it.
His voice is somber. So it's true.
But it's not true, right? We're going one.
It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I also think it's somewhat unlikely.
Why's that?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
20 years or 15 years of disputed control. That is not great. Ha! So you are their finest.
Do you really see me as a safe bet? Let's
I
go
am
one.
the finest of nothing. Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
Nice relief.
He's right. There are no airtight theories, just paranoia. You've given it some thought. Now let it go.
Well, I think after this riveting conversation, I think we save Joyce for the next episode, sir.
And before we do that, let me just have you reach into your pockets. Is there a clipboard in your tools somewhere?
No.
There isn't. What about interact? There is. That too will be a conversation for a later time. So yes, the Lazarus, Joyce, possibly some more Union matters, all of those adventures in Martinez will continue along with traditionalist, nationalist values right here on Grime and Game as we play Disco Elysium, your two co-hosts, Browbeat and...
Nutchucks. We'll see you guys later.
I was ADR'd in afterwards, don't worry about it.
All right, see you guys.